There's nothing I love more than quick meals, especially during hectic times like moving apartments or when work or school gets intense. So I decided to share the meals I eat all the time, ones that take no more than 30 minutes to prepare, are nourishing and never feel boring or repetitive. Let's start with my favorite breakfast since I was a kid, but first a confession. I used to think the soft, dreamy, comforting texture of oatmeal was a thing of the past, but I was surprised to find that it's actually super easy and quick to get that fluffy consistency. The key is cooking the oats in water before adding milk. That's it. That's really the whole secret to a perfect porridge. You'll find all the recipes in the video description with links and everything. I love adding yogurt, homemade strawberry jam, and date syrup. The combo of sweetness and tang is just divine. Add some fruit, pecans, and hemp seeds, and your got richness and flavor first thing in the morning. And since I'm already confessing, if you've been watching my videos regularly, you'll probably notice I tend to repeat a few ingredients. That's because I found they sit well with my sensitive IBS gut and they're easy to store and keep fresh. So there are the mushrooms. I eat them daily for lunch or dinner. Their umami flavor and texture add so much to any dish. Other staples include canned chickpeas, frozen peas, and spinach. I blanch and freeze some to use in smoothies or stews like the one here. Using these types of ingredients, ones that last longer and are always available, helps me create meals in all kinds of styles while still supporting my protein goals. The Marry Me dish in all its variations, excluding the chicken, of course, is one of my absolute favorites. I can go heavy or light with ingredients, add sun-dried tomatoes and plant-based cream, and somehow it never disappoints. Oh, and it's perfect over risotto. Perfect. Now let's talk snacks. These date bars have become a staple in our fridge, especially because they're so easy to make and stay delicious for days. They're made with just 6 main ingredients. I start by pulsing peanuts and hazelnuts into a crumbly texture. Then I add dates. I usually use majul, but in Berlin they're kind of rare. And when you find them, they're often not very soft. So I used other super soft dates and they work just as well. I blend them until the dates break down and combine with the nuts. Then I add organic cacao powder and peanut butter. But if you're allergic to peanuts or just want to skip them, feel free to use other nuts or nut butters or even tahini. Once it all comes together, I press it into a baking pan lined with parchment paper. Don't worry if it looks crumbly, it will set up just fine. I flatten the mixture well with a silicone spatula. Make sure the layer is nice and even and pop it in the fridge. Meanwhile, I melt vegan dark chocolate chips with coconut oil. It helps the chocolate firm up better. I do this in 30-second intervals in the microwave. Then pour it over the base layer. Be sure to spread it evenly so every bar gets a smooth chocolate top. Then I sprinkle flaky salt on top. Don't skip the salt, whether it's flaky or coarse. It really takes the flavor to the next level. That sweet salty combo is everything. I also sprinkle some crushed almonds on top. I freeze it for 5 to 10 minutes, no more, then refrigerate it for at least an hour before slicing. I like cutting them into strips. They're the perfect grab-and-go snack that way. I start them in a sealed container in the fridge, and we usually finish them within a week or week and a half. We hosted some friends this past Sunday and I made such a lovely meal with my favorite focaccia, salads and spreads. You'll see the recipe in the next video, and trust me, it's worth the wait. It's the only focaccia recipe you'll ever need, I promise. I ran out of strawberry jam and couldn't find any fresh strawberries, and I've been craving almond butter for a while, but I'm always disappointed with store-bought versions. The taste, texture, and especially the price just don't do it for me. I made my own at home, and I'm still undecided about whether I like it better with or without the skins. If you have a preference, let me know in the comments. It takes a little time, patience, and being present, meaning you need to stay by the food processor and monitor it, but I truly think it's worth it. It shouldn't take more than 20 minutes. Transfer it to a clean jar and keep it in the fridge. I love it over toast with yogurt or in my morning oats. Great protein, lots of goodness, and a delicious, rich taste. The final recipe for today is a roasted sweet potato and black lentil salad. Way simpler than it looks, and perfect for everyday meals, guests, besides some main dishes. First, I soak the lentils for at least 3 hours, rinse them well, and cook them. I peel and cube the sweet potatoes, season them with a bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, spread them out on a tray and roast at 180 degrees Celsius until nicely golden, about 15 minutes. Don't forget to stir them halfway through. If you are observant, you might have noticed we've moved to a new home. We've left the hustle of central Berlin and moved closer to nature, just like we always dreamed of. I can honestly say we're so happy and grateful, especially Gracie. She now has a huge yard to run in and a forest just steps from our door. We can't wait to start growing our own veggies in the garden. I'm so excited to create more and more fresh recipes like this salad. Mint in the salad adds such a fresh touch, and in general, mint in small amounts is great for digestion and soothing the gut, especially for those of us with sensitive tummies. I just wanted to take a moment and thank you for being here, watching my videos, engaging with the content and the recipes I share. It really warms my heart and gives me the motivation to keep creating and posting more and more. Thank you, and I'd love to see you in the next video where I'll finally be sharing that killer focaccia recipe among other things.